So in the last vlog that we did, it was the Rolex vlog where we received our 42 Yacht-Master. The backstory on this, I actually got a call from the AD, one of my sales guys over there. They reached out to me and they said, hey look man, your watch is in. I told the guy, I was like, hey, I can't make it today, but I'll wire over the money. He said, don't even worry about it. There's a process that I gotta go through. I have to fill out some sort of form to Rolex. I'm like, what are you talking about? And he was telling me that I literally have to fill out like some sort of essay and the reason why my client should get this watch. Now this is actually the second watch that I got. However, a lot of people are like, dude, why are you buying these expensive watches? So that first watch that I actually purchased was that top tier watch, which was the day-date gold presidential with the champagne dial and the diamond bezel. And that one I think was about $65,000. And a lot of people are like, dude, that's crazy. Why would you spend that kind of money? But this watch here that I purchased, the reason why I got this watch, was more like a sport watch. But they call this professional use. And the reason why I got it, because I like to go to the gym and stuff, and this could actually be like my daily watch. I'm gonna say, you know, buying a Rolex watch, guys, is not a good investment. So any of these luxury watches out there, and all these videos you guys are watching, dude, it's not a good investment. This is a bad investment that you should be buying. I feel that it doesn't make you any money, and you have to, you know, buy a certain type of watch, and you know there's some value to it, but then the watch game is so volatile, it goes up and down, so you really got to know what you're doing. But these pieces that I actually bought was because it's something that I wanted. These are personal watches just for myself. Hey York, I want to get a second opinion on this, and I want to get an honest opinion. Do you think it's a good investment or
no? Not
a good investment?
No.
It's
just pitched that it's a good investment for the poor people that can't afford it to buy it. But the rich people that have it, they're not buying it as an investment. It's just they're on that field now, and when you get money, you just like different things.
As an entrepreneur, all we have that's equal is actually time, and it's what you do with that time. And as entrepreneurs, we want to make as much money as we can. So by looking at that watch, the more expensive that watch is, that tells me that entrepreneur has mastered their time. As you buy a watch, let's say the watch is 20 grand. It goes up $2,000. That's a 10% return. You bought it for 20K. You made $2,000 on it, profit. That's great, 10%. But what happens if it took you 5 years? If it took you 5 years, okay, your true ROI on this is only 2% a year. So you really only made 2%. The investment doesn't start or doesn't count until you actually sell the item. Does that make sense?
Yep.
And if you did, and you only made 2 grand, that's only 2%. I could literally take $20,000, reinvest it into a property. This is just an example. Right on a $100,000 condo, and I can definitely make more than 2% and still own a piece of asset. The downfalls of having a luxury watch is that, especially when you start getting to like precious metals, right? You actually scratch the watch. Watch gets dented, right? All the time. Now if it gets dented, the problem is that when you try to sell it, you can't sell it. So I'm constantly always like watching, oh, I don't want to scratch it, right? And that's the reason why I got this watch, because it's kind of like the professional use, the gym watch. Honestly, at the end of the day, it's not a good investment. However, the watch has made me money in a sense where when I'm in a room with people that have money, we start sparking up a conversation, because again, we know by looking at one entrepreneur to another, as we're looking at each other across the room, sizing each other up, we know who's mastering their time. And at that point, this is just a conversation piece. That's all it is, right? And then from there, we eventually end up, you know, doing business. So in that sense, it is a good investment. But overall, I just feel like these things are a waste of money. And if you don't have the money just to buy this stuff, I'm talking about disposable income, don't even buy this, okay? Focus on investments. That's the main thing. All right, but now let's get into the unboxing.
When you ask anybody investing, no one ever says, oh yeah, I invest in watches. You know what I mean?
Only get the watches and spend the money on the stuff that you really like. Because look, at the end of the day, you gotta spend some of the hard working money. It's like, what are you gonna do? Make millions of dollars for you to die? And your kids or your family gets it? Like, come on, man. That doesn't make any sense.
Also too, when he says luxury watches, I think you have to be It has to be Rolex, AP, Patek Philippe, maybe like a few others.
All right, so got the watch here. Here is the box here. As you can see, it's got like some sort of crown on it, which is kind of cool. You guys ready for this?
Yeah.
You guys ready? Bum, bum, bum. Here we go. There it is. Okay. So the box here comes with a certification. They do like some sort of inspection. They inspect this thing like 10-20 times to make sure it works. The back of here comes with the instruction manuals. You got your card and also the receipt. So let me show you guys here. Let's come in on this. So what this is right here, this is a 42 Yacht-Master, which is it's 42 inches, okay? And right here we have the ceramic bezel, okay? Scratch resistant, and then we have the Cyclops, so that way you guys can actually read the date. Now this is actually 18 karat gold on this, okay? And this is actually a oyster flex strap, so this is how it works. What I liked about this is because on my other watch, the problem is that my body sometimes swells, right? And what happens is the watch is already fit the size. So sometimes it's tighter on some days, especially when it's hot right now here in Vegas. Here, there's actually a thing back here. This clasp slides back and forth. So it allows me to adjust the size. But take a look at this, baby. Now also, one thing I didn't mention, this watch was about $32,000. What do you think about this watch?
Boom.
It's pretty dope, right?
Dope.
But yeah, the reason why I got this watch, this kind of allows me to kind of keep it subtle, so that way people just don't really know what kind of watch this is until they ask. But you know, guys that are into watches and entrepreneurs, they know what kind of watch this is. But also, I don't want to get robbed as well. So, you know, I'm trying not to be too flashy, but now as I'm getting older, I just kind of like the cool, the smooth look. So. Well guys, that's pretty much it for this unboxing. Let me know in the comments below, do you think luxury watches are a good investment, or is it even an investment? All right. If you guys haven't had a chance to subscribe to this channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button. I wish you guys nothing but the best. Be blessed, folks. Peace.